I decided to record this to see whether it's something that might be helpful for other people. Probably not, because it's very specific to my current need at this specific time. But I suppose it does actually show you what can be done with Teachable if you play around a little bit. And we're talking about CSS here. What I'm doing right now is I'm writing this Liquid guide for Teachable, and I don't want to write a bunch of HTML for every single lesson that I do. So I'm using the built-in Teachable text and image block. There is an option to add an inline code here, but there's not an option to add multiple line code like you see sometimes. It's usually on a black background with green text or with white text or something to make it stand out that this is a multiple line code snippet. So I want to use something like Blockquote, maybe along with the inline code feature, so that we can edit the CSS and then target the Blockquote and inline CSS, inline code class, and they make that look different from just Blockquote on its own, because we don't want to overwrite what Blockquote does. We want it to leave that Blockquote there. But if we use the Blockquote and the inline code style, so that's those ones together, maybe we can make something work. So I'm going to save that here like that, and I'm going to go over and have a look at the page. All right, so if we right click on the comment here, we've actually got the Blockquote here, and we've got the code here. So if we right click on the comment here and then inspect it, we open up the side panel, which gives us the back end view of what the code is doing or what the page is doing. And we can see that we've got Blockquote, and we've got inside the Blockquote, we've got a code. We've also got a before, and we've got another after here. And that doesn't look like it's doing anything specific. But we have here, if we click on this here, we can see code, but we want to say Blockquote and code. And then from there, we can see background black. So that's given us the background of the text, but we actually want it to be the background of the block. Well, we could probably use the padding here. Let's see, padding 10 pixels. Okay, that might work. Width 100%. That's not display. Block. There we go. We're getting there. Let's just say color green. There we go. And we probably don't. Well, I guess we could leave the bar there, the Blockquote bar, but it might be worth trying to remove that. So after all that manipulation, it looks like, and I used ChatGPT to give me some ideas, has the pseudo class. Is that a pseudo class? It is a pseudo class. The has. So we can target the code here, or we can actually create a new one here, and we'll say Blockquote, and we use has code. I think we need a space there. I'm not sure whether we actually need a space there or not. And we can see border left is none. And look at that. And we can actually say padding left is 1, yeah. Or in fact, let's set that to 0. There we go. So that actually does it. So there's a couple of lines that we need to add. We need to add the Blockquote code, which gives us the color and a nice border left element over here. Then we need to add the Blockquote that has, and then it's the only child that's inside of it is got the code, which is what this is here. And then we set the border left to none, which is brilliant. So that's exactly what we can do. We can now get good looking code elements without having to write full HTML codes, but we can use the built-in Teachable text editor in order to actually build this out, which is perfect. So I'm going to bash on, and I'm going to send this out to people to look at, and Now you know that you can do it. So take care. Look forward to talking to you again. Bye bye.